What's going on, everybody? FullFrontage here today, bringing y'all a Clash mini video. And in today's video, we're going to be going over a recap of the stage channel that we did yesterday. If you want to see the full stage channel, which I highly recommend you do, definitely go check it out. Link to the full VOD is in the description below on Santos' channel. So this is going to be a quick overview. I'm going to try to keep it short and just recap all like the major information. But again, for more details and everything like that, make sure you go check out the stage channel. The link is in the description below. And also hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell so you don't miss any sneak peeks, because mini minutes are going to be starting to be recorded next week, which means we are getting closer to update 6, and that is super exciting. So again, don't miss that. That's the first bit of information. Mini minutes are being starting to be recorded next week. First thing we talked about in the stage channel was the World Champion change. Dong Heng said it was obviously not ideal. It kind of weaker than it is, but they're going to look to balance it after the new hero and mini is released, because both of these both this new hero and new mini have brand new mechanics that they're bringing to the game. So it's going to be interesting to see how the World Champion's abilities kind of play into that, and why they're waiting to kind of change the World Champion a little bit. They think her kit is better overall. It's less complicated, very easy to understand. It's very to understand what the World Champion's role is. So now they just kind of need to fine tweak and kind of pull her out of the weeds per se. So as that, the new mini is going to be a 4 elixir mini, and it is within the Clash IP. That's all we know. They also said it was like one of the top 3 requested minis to be added into the game, but honestly, I feel like that could be anything. It could be Bandit, it could be Giant, it could be Sparky, it could be Hog Rider, it could be Executioner. We don't know. There's so many different possibilities that it could be. So, but it is in the Clash IP, and the new hero is going to be new to the Clash universe. So it's something we've never seen before. I'm still on the fence of like a werewolf kind of thing, where basically it starts in like its human form. It has a certain amount of energy. It has low attack. It has low HP. But when it fills its super, it transforms into something that has more HP and it deals a little bit more damage. So that's kind of where my head's at with the transformation hero. Also, this down below is the new theme for the season. It's a little sneak peek. It's just a tree. Frame alluded to it in one of his YouTube short videos, and he also posted it on Twitter. He just put a tree out. So probably the theme is jungle. Who knows? But I think that's a pretty decent guess. Which, if the new theme is jungle, then maybe the new mini is executioner. I don't know. New game mode is going to be casual. It's not going to have, there's going to be no rank trophies. It's just going to be, it's kind of fun, wacky. The team is just like, why try to balance it if it's not going to be ranked? Just have it be fun, have it be like chaotic and all that stuff, which is honestly pretty cool. So I'm excited to see what that new game mode entails. For the Star Exchange, there's going to be no more Star Exchange after this update. This update will be the last Star Exchange. So there's going to be one more Star Exchange, and then it sounds like in update 7 there will be no more Star Exchange. So what does that mean? There's going to be progression changes coming to minis and heroes, but because of the fact that there's one more Star Exchange, this wasn't like explicitly said, but this is just my thought. Because the fact that there's one more Star Exchange and they said progression changes will be coming, makes me think that the progression changes aren't solely in update 6. I think progression changes might be update 7, and the fact that there's one more Star Exchange means we'll probably have one more season of the same system, which is update 6, and then in update 7, that's when the new progression will come out. That's just my thought, not confirmed. ANCT asked a question, how many new heroes and minis do you want before global launch? And Dong Heng answered, he was like, probably 4 of each, at least. So there's no quantity, but it sounds like that the teams like is really like the fact that Dong Heng said that they want to release 1 mini and 1 hero per month. I don't know if that meant like April is a new hero, May is a new mini, June is a new hero, July is a new mini. Like, I don't know if that's what they meant, or if like every 2 weeks there's a new mini, then a new hero, then a new mini, then a new hero. If that's the case, then my prediction might actually be right. I predicted that Clash Mini would go global by the end of spring 2023, and the first day of summer is technically June 21st. So we still have some time, but I do think there's a strong possibility that Clash Mini goes global. I'm gonna have to wait and see after Update 6, because I've been saying Update 6 will probably be make or break. If Update 6 is really good, then that pushes us like way closer to global launch. Pushes us way closer. And if Update 6 flops, then maybe the team starts to like, can we actually do this kind of thing? I don't know. But so that's exciting. That's promising. And they're also hiring 7 new positions for the Clash Mini team, which is a lot. That's a lot of positions for a game that might die. I don't know. Anyway, next thing is tile rotation. So putting the tiles on a rotation in a like weekly, daily, monthly, bi-weekly cadence, whatever it might be. Is just internal discussion with the team. Donghang brought it up to the community. Be like, how would you feel about this? And basically, I think it's really cool because like one week you could be playing on the mirror tile, next week you could be playing on the healing tile, the week after that you could be playing on the energy tile. There's so many different tiles within the game, and that also makes it easier for them to introduce new tiles. It doesn't necessarily have to be a whole new board associated with the tile if only the tile is changing. So that could be really cool, right? Because then they could kind of release new boards and new cadence, and then more tiles could be introduced, something like that. So I think this is a really good way for them to add more aspects to the game without having to create a whole new board and a whole new theme kind of around it. And I think that's really cool. And it also gives players an opportunity to expect what's to come, right? Because obviously there are certain decks that do better on mirror tile versus healing tile. So it could add another layer of strategy into the game where it's like, oh, today is healing. We're playing on the healing tile, so I want to play Barbarian King, or I want to play Skeleton King. Whatever. You guys get the idea. Next thing that was talked about was monthly rank resets. Sounds like those are coming. And there's also a possibility of a trophy road extension, where if you hit a certain trophy, there's exclusive rewards for the trophy count that you hit. So I think that's really cool. I think that's exciting, and I think that is a huge, huge, huge plus, which will kind of push people to play the game more and not just hit 1,200 trophies and be like, okay, there's nothing else to do, kind of thing. Next thing that was talked about, this is probably in the future, but there's item, gizmo, and spell rotation. Donghang talked about the possibility of items getting added in, and spells getting added in, and then, of course, adding in more gizmos, and basically it could work whereas one season you play with gizmos, another season you play with spells, another season you play with items, and that keeps the game fresh, exciting. Items, spells, and gizmos aren't necessarily something you just like... You don't level up, you don't spend resources to get them, so it's something that they can just continuously cycle through and make part of the core game and things like that. And I think that is really, really exciting. More uses for gold. I didn't know this, but apparently on new accounts there's like an offer in the shop that has like the Skeleton King and some like common shards, skill shards, and stuff for gold. You can actually get units with gold, and I think they want to do that more. I think they want to introduce that aspect to the progression system more, is like being able to buy those kinds of things with gold, because right now gold is basically a useless resource. There's some people who have like over 100,000 plus gold. I'm not one of those people, but there are some people who have that kind of gold and there's nothing for them to do with their gold. So that's going to be that. And then goodbye Star Shards. It sounds like Star Shards might go away with the progression changes that could be coming to the minis. So that is something to be on the lookout for. Maybe this last Star Exchange is probably going to be worth it for you to get those extra resources, because Star Shards will be gone. So there's no point in kind of hoarding Star Shards after this anymore. But that's going to do it for this video. Hope y'all enjoyed it. This is a stage channel recap. If you want to see the full stage channel, I'll have a link in the description below. But if you want to see sneak peeks as soon as they are available, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn that notification bell so you don't miss any more videos, and I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you later. Peace out.